Hello everyone. Today I am going to make a very advanced level t-shirt design, and of course I am going to cover the transparency option here. The I call it the one tool to rule them all. If you watch the Lord of the Rings, you know the dialogue. So if you just can master the transparency, you can do whatever you can think, you can imagine in Illustrator, you can do that with transparency. So this video is going to be a of course a very long video, so I'm not going to waste too much time here. So I'm going to use these vectors for today's design. These are free to download. You can download them free from freepik. This one was premium because I wanted a really detailed gun, not something like random silhouette image of a gun. I wanted a really detailed gun, so I download this premium one. I will add the link in the description in my group, sorry. And I'm going to use a wings from here. So the plan is I am going to make a t-shirt design. I am going to make this snake wrapping to rifle. So that is the theme of my this design. And how can we do that? This is a really highly detailed premium vector. So I'm going to use this one, and this is also a highly detailed premium vector. So for understanding the transparency, you need to focus here. I'm going to whatever I'm going to do here, it is going to be all about transparency. So let's prepare our file before starting the design process. Now for this one here, you can see the snake has a lots of details and lots of colors in it, but I don't want this much color. I want to make it a one color design. And so for the rifle also, I want to make the complete design a one color design. So let's prepare the file. If I double click on this snake layer, it is going to isolate the group here. So as you can see, there are a tons of details in the head of the snake. I want to keep all of them, but I don't want these colors from here. So let's erase the colors first. If I click on this blue color and press, I am taking my magic wand tool and press delete, it is going to delete all the colors that is in blue from the image. Okay, this blue is not selecting because this is kind of black, so it is selecting the all the blacks together. So if I select this one here, go to select same and then fill color, it is going to select only those that are in this fill color. And if I press delete, it is going to delete that. So that's good. Let's click on this orange color, erase that. Click on this red color, delete that. So that's it for the video here. Now if I just, now you can see, if I click on this black, then from like the previous video, if I press V for move tool, I can move the black from the design. And as you can see, it is only moving the black. The details are still here, and also details are missing on this design, so I need to keep the details here. So for that, I'm just going back. As you can see, I have a lots of details in this color here in this design, but I don't need these details here. I only need this head details. So if I select my magic wand tool and click on this colors like this, it is going to select everything that is in that color. So no problem, but I don't need these details. So I'm pressing shift E for eraser tool. Then if I press alt and drag a line like this, a rectangle like this, it is going to erase everything that was selected color in this area, and I only need these parts. So let's press V for selection tool, and I am pressing Ctrl X to cut those colors. Now those color are in my clipboard. If I select my snake vector, you can see it is small details parts like this. So first of all is I need to make it a group inside the group. So let's press Ctrl G to make them a group. And when anything is in group, you can see, okay, these are not working as a group because they are already in a group and I isolated them. So just select them like this, and then you can apply the transparency for them. As they are in a group, so it will work. So if I double click here, it is going to open the transparency like this. Click on this clip, and as we have those details in our clipboard, let's press Ctrl F to paste in front. You can see those are pasted in the exact same place where they were. So they are not looking good because they are in this color. I need to make it complete black. So if I make it black, you can see now my details are here. So they are back. If I click here, it is going to make this a complete black color. Okay, sorry for that. I need to double click outside to isolate the group. Now you can see I have only a black color design here. I can simply select my graphic, change the color to anything I want. It is going to preserve all the details of my graphic. So this is really important to understand how vector works and how to modify them. So this is my snake is ready. So use let's work on our gun here. So I am going to first of all take my magic wand tool to click on something like this. It is going to select all those colors. Then if I keep clicking and then keep pressing delete, it is going to, okay, sorry for that, that is actually the same. These are just black, just in different amount. So if I select one of these, okay, sorry for that, I need to first of all select it like this. Then if I try to move it, I can simply move it. So let's delete that part. Now we have only the black in our gun. So that much details is good for us. Let's select them, and you can see if I select it like this, it is showing me these two buttons. That means there is some strokes in the design and I need to expand that. So let's go to object, expand, and now it is showing. Okay, sorry for that, I need to do it again. Okay, so sometime it is just some random areas. So let's make it none for the stroke, and of course for the fill let's make it black. Okay, so the problem here is it is actually a compound path. If I right click, or don't need to right click, if I go to object, compound path, you can see there is option saying release. So if I release the compound path, it is going to show me like this. But if I double click here on this, I can simply select my this. Okay, they are actually grouped together, so I can move them like this, but this is just going to destroy my graphics, so let's not do that. Let's come back. Compound path is not a problem for us right now, like this. So we just remove the details from our graphics, that's it. So let's go for our bullet one here. Of course I'm going to select the magic wand and erase the details from my bullet, and that's good to go. I am doing this because this is going to be a very detailed graphic and of course a high quality vector work. So that's why I need to do all these changes here. So for this one here I am going to making everything black right now. So the first part is I need to rotate my gun like this. Maybe just okay, let's keep it proportionally, then transform, reflect, make a copy. So we have now two guns here. Let's make them a little bigger so that we can see well. So that is good, but they are not looking very good. So let's select our one of them gun. Then if I press Ctrl C to copy that, then select the other gun, and here the fun part begins. We need to go to the transparency, open it, press Ctrl F to paste in front. It is going to paste that gun in exact same place. Just merge it, unite it to make it a complete one single shape. So as you can see now my gun is visible on top of other one, and this is not looking very good, I know, but don't worry about that. It is going to work perfectly fine. So this is our gun here. I need to group it because I don't want to lose their position. Okay, so for this area, this is the part of the gun. If I just double click to isolate the group and select this one here, inside the transparency I will find this gas vector that we created earlier. So I'm going to erase that because I need to do it again. So I'm going to select this one, copy, then if I select this one, go to transparency, press Ctrl F to paste in front. Now as you can see this area, I am going to press Shift M for shape builder because I want to do it manually, because this area I don't want to be filled, because that part should be visible, and there my gun part is the gun that is in the background that should be visible from this area, and that is the reason I need to do it manually. Otherwise I can do it with merge and unite, that's not a problem. So just like this, keep doing until you are satisfied. We don't need to do it for the whole area, we don't need those parts, so just this part is going to work for us. Okay, so this much details is good for us because we are going to fill these areas with something else. So let's click here. Now they are in group and this part is visible from my car. That is good. Now the main graphic part comes here. I'm going to place this snake something like this. Of course I need to align them perfectly center wise, so that is good. I think that size is good. So for this graphic demonstration here, let's make our snake red so that we can see it well, like on black. So this is the position right now. I want to make this snake wrapping my guns, like this part should be behind the gun, this part should be on top of the gun, this part should be behind the gun, this part should be on top of the gun. So this is really confusing. Let's focus here very carefully. So as you can see guys, this part I want to, okay, sorry for that, I need to make it a little smaller because I need to fit them inside my, okay, not smaller, let's make it bigger because I want to fit everything inside my graphic area, just like this. So that is a bit bigger, maybe just a bit smaller. I am going to just maintain the proportions here. That is why this smaller or bigger things I am doing here. So maybe a little bit more smaller, just like this, maybe like this. This is really confusing because you need to, I'm just going to place my snake something like this area will be on top of my skin, my snake. So okay, let's make it simple. Align them center wise so that it looks something like this, and that is not a problem. So for this area here I'm going to make it a bit bigger because the tail of the snake I want to move it something like out of my gun area, just like this. So that is good. Now I want this handle of my guns to be on top of my snake leg, snake tail here. Then so let's do that first. I'm going to select this gun group here, copy them, then select this snake, open the transparency as we pasted the details before here. The snake transparency is already opened. So inside the transparency, let's press Ctrl F. It is going to paste our gun inside that, you can see here. So I need to first of all merge it, unite it to make it a complete one single shape. So as you can see, this is how it is looking right now. But I want just to place this area on top of my snake, but rest will be behind the snake. But if this area is behind my rifle handle, then this area should be on top of my rifle, and of course then this area should be behind my rifle, this area should be on top of my rifle. So let's do some magic here. We pasted this guns silhouette image inside the snake transparency, so select that. I'm selecting the gun here. Now this part should be on top of the gun, so I'm keeping it as it is. Press shift E for eraser tool. Now this part here, this part of the snake should be on top of my gun, so let's erase it from here. You can see this is how it is going to look like. Don't worry, we will fix that. Just find the edge of the snake something like this. Don't go like this area, it is going to reveal that area. I don't want that, so I'm just going to follow the curve of the snake from here just a little bit. Then of course for this area, and of course this area should be okay. So as we revealed that area from here, that is good, but this part should be behind my gun, so I'm keeping that behind. But also this part should be again on top of my gun. So if I select the gun vector again like this, I need to reveal my this area. So let's press shift E for eraser again. I'm going to reveal the snake area here. Then of course like this one, just reveal the edge of the snake. That is good. You don't need to do it very precisely, it is not that much difficult. So that is good. Now for this area I want the tongue of the snake to be visible. Okay, so we are going to make a very complex design here, so we don't need these areas. So whatever we don't need inside the transparency, you can simply, okay, sorry for that, it should be there. We can simply erase those part that we don't need, and that is how it is going to be a low res file, because the amount whatever you are pasting inside, it is going to stay on the, okay. So for this area here, as you can see, we are making this look like this snake is behind my gun, so that should be visible from this area, right? So let's do something for that area. I'm going to use my pen tool here just to create a shape like this, just to follow. I'm just staying inside my black area, just like this. Then okay, that part is good. Then create like this. So we have a simple shape here, you can see. So if I select that shape and my original gun shape here inside the transparency, I can press shift M to activate the shape builder, and then if I erase it, it is going to visible from that area. This is maybe look like little confusing, but that is okay. So I think this part is good, but that snake is going inside my rifle there. So let's take our pen tool again, click here to follow the other curve. Then if I create a line from here, of course in black, it is going to hide those area that is coming inside my snake. So you don't need to work on this much details. That is just some I'm doing to show you guys. So if I create something like this area here, then go to this area, maybe like this, because this is the curve of the snake here, just like this. Then select this one, press shift M to shape builder, erase that part. You can see that this is how it is looking right now, but the snake is visible on top of my gun. So let's select our pen tool again. I'm going to make a rough line here, just like this. Then I can follow the curve here a little bit. Then if I bring back my pen tool, just like this, it is going to hide those areas, and there are some small details visible, but that's too small to be fixed. Okay, so this is how it is looking right now. We made the rifle part, so let's click here. Now I need to, you can see the rifles are visible through my snake, and that is not, it should not look like that. So let's select my snake vector here. Let's copy this one. Then if I go to my this rifle, select my rifle text, rifle vector, I can open the transparency for it. Click here, press Ctrl F to paste in front. Now my snake is in front of my rifle. That is good. So let's press merge unite to make it a complete one single shape, and that is good for me. So let's select our, you can see inside the transparency we have a red color snake silhouette. That is why it is looking like complete, not complete transparent. So let's make it black. So once it is black, you can see this area is looking really good, but this area is not looking good, like the area that we kept our rifle on top. So let's select the snake vector like this. Then take your eraser tool again to erase these parts from here. Now for this area also, okay, you can just simply erase this area. No, you don't need to do it very precisely. That is good. And for this area also, wherever we pasted the that something like in front of our snake, that area is now looking like this. But if we erase anything that is looking in white, it is going to erase that part. So you can see now it is completely looking like the snake is completely wrapping my gun, like this area is on, this is behind the gun, then this part is on top, then this is going behind again, this part coming in front again, and so on so forth. So I don't know how many of you will understand this video, or I am just doing some unnecessary works here, but I want to really help you guys. So just try to understand the transparency. Man, this is the best tool I have ever found on Illustrator. So this is the final position of my graphic right now. Okay, so let's take it to the advanced level, another level. like this. I want to, okay, before that I want to select this snake and rifle because I did a lots of work here to combine them together. I'm going to just keep them together so I don't lose their position. Now for this skull here, I want to put it just in the middle. Select them, horizontal, vertical, align them, no problem. Now for the skull, I want to cut it, paste in front. So for the skull here, I want it to be like something like in this area, and then it is going inside my snake area. So the point is, the lower part of my skull will be on top of the snake, but the upper part of the skull will be behind the snake. So let's do that. Select the skull vector, copy it. First of all, I need to go inside the group here, so double click on this. I'm going to select my rifle vector because I don't want to do anything on the rifle. So let's go inside the transparency of the rifle. Press Ctrl F to paste that skull here. Of course, this should be complete black. And then if I go to merge, unite, it is going to make it a complete black silhouette of my skull. You can see here. You see in the transparency. So that's what I want here. But I need to make a copy of that. So let's copy that. Click here. Now for the snake here, I want to paste that same skull shape inside the transparency of the snake like this, paste in front. So as you can see, this is how it is looking right now. If I click here, it is going to, okay, sorry for that, I need to, okay, let's finish it first. So this part should be on top of my snake, but this part should be behind the snake. So how to do that? Let's select the skull silhouette here, press shift E for eraser. Now if I erase it like this, because this part I don't want, so I am just, or I can erase all the way to this part here. I just want this part to be here on top of my snake, so that is good. Now click here to come from the transparency. You can see this is how it is looking, but this area is not looking very good. So fixing that, I need to first of all select my snake vector. So let's select it, copy them, copy that. Then I need to select my skull vector, open the transparency for it. Let's press Ctrl F to paste in front. Now it is going to paste that snake vector inside the transparency. Let's make it merge, unite to make it a complete single shape. That is very good. Let's make it black. Okay, so I want this snake vector to be on this top only, not on these areas. So I am going to select the snake vector like this, press shift E for the eraser tool. I am going to erase it all the way up to this point. I don't need this part also, and of course I don't need this part. Just like this, I just want this part to be on top of my skull, so that is why I am keeping that part. You can see inside the transparency, so I'm just keeping that part. Then click here, and as you can see, this is how it is looking like. The skull is behind the snake. Okay, sorry for this area, nothing should be visible from the through the skull. So let's select the skull, copy. Now I need to select the, as if I select the rifle vector, you can see I pasted a silhouette of skull inside the rifle, but I didn't pasted anything inside the snake one. So let's select the snake one inside the transparency. Let's press Ctrl F2, paste in front. Of course, merge it, unite it to make it a complete single shape. Of course, make it black. So this part is now hiding, but I want to make this part visible. So let's erase this part, just like this, just like this. Okay, that much is good for me. So as you can see, this part is now visible from here, but the inside part, nothing is now visible through my skull. So that's what I wanted. Let's make our snake image. Select the snake vector like this. I can make it black. So now everything is in black, so that is good for me. Now as you can see, this snake tongue is little less visible inside the gun here. So let's select, try to select that one. If we can select that, you can see we can select that. That is lucky for me that I can select that individually. Otherwise I need to create the same shape with pen tool. So let's don't worry about that. I'm going to make a little bit bigger size offset path for my this part here, then cut it. Now I need to select my this gun vector from here, then inside the transparency let's press Ctrl F to paste that shape here. But as you can see, this is how it is looking right now. Let's take our direct selection tool so that we can make it something like this, just to follow the curves here. And of course I just need to make it, okay, I need to make it like, sorry for that, here is 2 point basically, so I need to make it out of the area here so that it is looking like there are, this curve is continuing from that area. So that is not a problem, just like this, click here. So as you can see, if you can understand the transparency once, you can do whatever you want to do with the transparency tool. So this is just our final graphic. Let's make this a group. Let's add some text to the design to make it, okay, sorry for that, I wanted to add a wings here. So let's select the wing like this, double click to isolate the wings group. I want to like make it like something like this kind of things to cover the area. This part is going to be hidden inside the design, so that's not a problem. Maybe something like this. Okay, sorry for that, I can simply make it a little bigger like this. Okay, that is not looking very good, so let's bring this one. I need my ruler right now, so if I bring the ruler in, this is the final wide of my design, so I am not going to do anything out of that area, outside of that area. So if I need to place it something like this, I need to bring it inside my this area, but I want to make it a little visible too. So let's push it down to this area, something like that. This is not looking very good, I know, but let's do it something like this. So maybe we can overlap the guns a little bit, okay, just like this. Sorry guys, I need to bring that wings again because I destroyed that proportion. Copy that, paste it here, of course make it black first of all, then I'm going to place it somewhere like that, so that I want to keep the proportion. I never distort my design, so that's why I didn't work like that. So if that is not too much visible, I can simply select one wing, bring that closer to the other one, then if I select them both, I can make them bigger to fit in this area, just like this. And now there is some empty space in the design from the lower part, so let's bring that a little down like this. Okay, I am not really happy with the position of the graphic here, so let's use it something like this, just like this, because I am going to, this area is going to be hidden, so let's erase that one, I don't need that. Now making a copy in this side, reflect it, then I need to first of all align it with my ruler so that I am not going outside of that area. Select them to align them center wise to keep their position similar, just like this. So that part is done, I think. Let's double click here to come out from that transparency. Okay, so if I want to erase the ruler right now, okay, I don't need that. Let's lock the guide. That's good. Now I want to cut the wing, select the group. Sorry for that, I, okay, these rulers I made inside the wings group, so let's ungroup the wings. Then my ruler is individual right now. Let's select them two like this, cut, select this graphic, press Ctrl B to paste it back. Now I'm going to make it a group. So first of all is I'm selecting the main graphic here, the snake guns skull. Copy that, select the wings group, open the transparency, press Ctrl F to paste in front. It is looking like this kind of messy right now. Don't worry, go to merge unite, it is going to make it a complete black shape. Okay, so as you can see, this is not complete black, and that is why this area is visible. So whatever we have here, select it like that, make it black, and when it is in complete black, it is going to make these areas invisible. So that is good. Now my wings is behind my guns, so that is good. That's not a problem. So come here to come inside the from the transparency. Now I need to select my wings. These are not complete blacks. Okay, that is complete black, but why the transparency was making not black, I don't know. So that is good for me, the position is good. Now I am going to make it a, okay, this is a snake and gun vector, so let's make it something like a second amendment t-shirt design. Infringe, infringed, I don't know if the spelling is right or not. So let's bring that inside our design area here. I am going to show you guys the full coloring process of this design also, so don't worry, it is taking time, but that's not a problem. So let's use something like go everywhere. I really like this one, like this font. Okay, so I am going to make them all in this same font, just like this. First of all, let's break the font. I'm going to align it with my graphic area here. I want to make it like a very simple design for the text, because I already make it a huge graphic work, so I don't need to spend too much time for the text here. Let's just make it a little bigger to come inside that area. Of course, then like this. Okay, I need to make sure that they are in the same place, just like this. Then if I select that one, I can bring that down like that. So I don't need that unlock the guide, select that, it is that. So this is the point of my this. If I select them like this, I can align them, I can distribute the position of them, but that is not working very good. So maybe I need to do it manually, just like this. That much space is good. So let's select the one here, maybe a bit up like that. That is good. Then it should be also something like a little bit upper position. I want this graphic, I want to select this graphic, maybe. Okay, so first of all, select them all, align them center wise, just like this. Just keep everything inside the ruler area, and that is good. So I need to select, okay, first of all, select the wings and the snake gun group, make them a group so that I don't lose their position. So that is good. Let's select our this group again, group like that. Not again, we are doing this in this first time. So let's create an offset path. Now of course it is going to take a bit time because there is a tons of graphics in it. So let's keep it 6 point, no problem. Cut. Now I'm going to select my arms text, open the transparency, press Ctrl F to paste in front. Of course I should make it merge unite to make it a complete single shape. You can see this merge unite I learned from Zakaria. That man helped me with this, because this is really huge work to do it manually. So I don't need this for the rest of the areas. Okay, maybe I will need this for another work. So let's just keep it as it is right now. Click here, it is going to look like this. So I think this part is looking bigger. If I bring the text like this a little bit, that is good, but then I need to change the transparency position, just like this. I press 2 times left, so let's press 2 times right to bring that in same position. That is good. So for this part here, shall not be infringed. So infrin. That's why it was looking like something missing. Okay, so infringed, that is good. Let's break the font here. I want to keep it something like in this area, everything inside the same area here like this. I want to maybe bring this a bit up so that it overlaps with the snake tail, and I can do something for that area. If I select the arms text inside the transparency, I will find the group. Let's copy that, click here, select this text, click here, paste in front. It is going to overlap my text like that, so that is good. Now I can simply place it something like that. Just this text I need to place. Okay, so let's do something for this area. I'm going to create a rectangle here, not too much, just the in stroke mode, just the same size of my text wide like this. If I select them, align them centerwise, so that is the wide I need. Let's make it 10 pixels so that it fits into the, like it looks a bit bigger. So if I make it a bit bigger like this, okay, sorry for that. So that is good. Let's bring it a little up like that, maybe a bit down, I don't know. So go to object, sorry, not object, effect, wrap, and then arc. Of course not that way, in the opposite way, arc in this way. So something like this, that is good for me. Now we need to expand it because we are applying a effect there, that is good. Now for this area here, I am going to select the rectangle here. Then if I go to take my direct selection tool, I can erase these parts like that, because I want this line only, because I want to place my text on it. So let's cut the text, go to type on path tool like this, paste it like that. I don't know where that goes. Okay, so let's fix it, try to fix that. Shall not be, so that is the text. That is the, okay, the middle handle, that's what I need, like this, something like this. Then this part should be on this side, this part should be on this side. Then if I click on the center, it is going to be in the center position. Then if I make it bigger like this, I can do that, so that is good. Let's try to fit our text in this area. You can see this is perfectly fitting. Don't worry about that. Okay, so yeah, something like that, that's looking great. So let's break the font. Now I want to hide everything that is underneath my this shape. So let's select, copy that shape, select this group, open the transparency for them, press Ctrl F to paste that rectangle inside the transparency. Now it is in stroke mode, so let's press Shift X to convert that into fill color. And as you can see, when it is in fill, it is going to hide everything that is inside, like that is underneath the shape. So that's what I wanted to do here. So this part is looking really great to me. Let's use our bullet here. Okay, so for this one here, I'm just going to really just to fill this area. I don't need this bullet, I hate bullets. So let's place it something like this, then make some copies, Ctrl D, Ctrl D, Ctrl D. Okay, I don't need this part. Let's bring it something like this, a little down, make them a group, then bring that to this side, right click, transform, reflect, then select this two group, align them centerwise, bring them a bit down like this, and that is good for me. I think that is looking really good. So there is some empty space here, we can do something for this area. Let's copy one of these bullets, paste it here. Now this is really some unnecessary work, but I like to do it. You can skip, you can fast forward the video, whatever you like. I really like to do this kind of works, just to fill the area, and not just filling the area, I'm just keeping it the cool vibe of this graphic, how it should be, just like this. Then this one here maybe, a bit bigger in size, of course. Another one. Okay, so I am just wasting the time here. You can guys skip this part. Now this is the way of making a premium design. You see, every time you are looking at a premium work, a high quality work from some website, if you think that everything they are making with like a hand drawing or a sketching on paper, then you are wrong. Not everyone can do that, but if you know how to modify vectors, you can do whatever style design, whatever kind of design you want. And why we are using this? Because okay, before making that copy I need to make them a group, so that's good. Now let's bring that here, right click, transform, reflect, to fit them inside the design area, and that is how it is looking right now. But I want to, okay, first of all select this two group. If I align them like that, I can bring them a bit down like this to fit inside the area, and you can see it is fitting exactly same on this area. Okay, so maybe here is some problem. Okay, this is really small details and it is not going to be even visible, so I don't need that part there. Of course I don't need that part also. And there is some empty space here, so let's do something like a star here to fill this area, then do another star here just to make a something like this one here. Sorry for that, this one here. So this is just some random stars. Let's select them together. If I click here, it is going to distribute the space between them, but I need to still do it something manually to fill inside the area. And that much is good. I don't need to spend too much time with this part because this is really small details, like someone is not going to even notice this area. So let's bring it something like this maybe. Okay, make them a group, select this part, make them a group, select them to align them by center, that is good. Let's select this star to make it like align with the ruler there, the guide there. Then select this one, bring, make it bigger like this, so that is good. Okay guys, so my design is now ready. Everything I wanted to do here is ready. Let's add some color for the graphic. So okay, I need to first of all select everything like this, go to object, expand appearance, object, expand again to expand this. Like you can see, if I select them, there is no stroke left in the design. Everything here is in fill color, so I need to make it complete one color fill. If I can do that, then it is going to be a good design. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it is looking because it is not working. Like we had a compound path of the guns here. So if I just select this group like this, I can simply go to, this is layer panel, this is the selected group, open that group, maybe inside this one. Okay, I can see the guns there, is still there. Okay, this is the guns group. You can see I can select the guns group. Let's like select the magic wand tool, click here. Okay, sorry for that. I need to select the guns group like this, or maybe if I want to convert it into one color, I have to lock the gun layer. You can see the gun layer is locked. If I select everything like this, I can make it black color design. Okay, that is not working because I am not selecting the gun here. Let's lock it. So this is the gun layer. If I turn this off, yes, that is the gun layer. Select it like this. Everything I am going to make it one color design, and that is going to look like this. As you can see, these bullets are also in compound path because this bundle is totally in compound path, so that is not working like that. So let's bring back our gun like this. We don't need to do that. Let's add some color for the design. It is time for coloring. So first of all is I am going to make a copy here, like keep a copy. If I messed up anything, I can always fix that. So I'm keeping a copy there. Let's select them all together, make them a group. So if I double click here, I am inside the group. So whatever I will do here, it will affect only this group, nothing else from here. So for first of all, I need to choose a right color. So let's take something like the bright yellow kind of color, maybe this kind of color. Yeah, that's good. So if I select, take my magic wand to select the black, I can simply click it on here, and you can see this is how it is looking right now. Okay, that worked for the compound path. So I was trying in the wrong way, but that's not a problem here. The first step is I need to make these graphics in like really good looking way. So let's click on this snake one. I want to change the color of the snake. Keep clicking until your snake vector is selected like this. So my snake is selected. Select the whole graphic, make it black, no problem. Then press Ctrl C, Ctrl B. It is going to paste that same black just in the background of this shape. So let's go to Pathfinder, merge, unite to make it a complete one color shape like this. Then press I for the eyedropper, click here to pick that yellow color, and as you can see, that is making it look like a very detailed vector with the blacks on it. So that is good. Now if I click here, okay, first of all I need to, okay, this area is not looking very good, so I need to fix that. So if I click here the black shape of the snake inside the transparency, I will find whatever I pasted inside the transparency. So I need to first of all select them all, Ctrl A to select them all like that. Then press Ctrl C, click here. Now I am going to click on this yellow layer of the snake. You can see that is selected, but no transparency open for that. Let's click here to open the transparency. Press Ctrl F to paste in front. Now everything we created here is inside the transparency. Okay, as we have pasted the details of the snake head here, that is working like this, but we don't need that right now. So if I remove those part, you can see from here it is going to keep my snake details like that. It is maybe look like something advanced kind of work if you don't understand it well. So click here. Now this snake tongue will not visible on black, so let's select that part, click eyedropper, click on eye to eye, select the eyedropper, make that yellow. So that is good for my snake. Let's do the same for the other graphics. First of all, let's do it for the wings. So this is my wing group, 2 wing. Let's first of all select them, make them black, then press Ctrl C, Ctrl B to paste in back, merge, unite to make them a complete one color shape. Press I for eyedropper, click here to pick that color. It is just looking like this, don't worry. Select the black shape of the wing, and inside the transparency you will find whatever I pasted inside that layer. So let's copy them. Again come to the surface layer, select the yellow shape of the wing. You can see here, open the transparency for it, press Ctrl F to paste in front. Now everything that we pasted here is in front of that wing, and that is making that area visible like that. So that is good for us. Let's go for the guns vector here. This guns vector is going to give us some travel like this. So we selected the gun vector. Now we need to, okay, just we need to isolate this completely. You can see from the snake. Now only this layer is selected. If I select it like this with the magic wand, as it is a compound path, we cannot just simply make it black. So if I change the color here, it is going to work now. Now I need to copy, Ctrl C, Ctrl B to paste in back. Now I am going to merge, unite to make it a black shape like this. Pick eyedropper to pick that yellow color, and that is good. Let's cut it. Okay, sorry for that guys, it is not working like that. So this is okay, let's do it again. So this is my gun vector. I need to first of all, as this is black right now, copy, press Ctrl B to paste in back. Now merge, unite to make that a black color shape, and you can see my original gun layer is on top of that. Let's press I for the eyedropper, click that color. You can see that is how it is looking right now, and that is good for us. Let's double click here to isolate that group. Now I need to select my skull group. Now it can be a bit difficult to select the skull because there is a lots of graphic like this, but it is working right now. So if I isolate the group of a skull like this, I can select them, make them black. First of all, copy, Ctrl C, Ctrl B to paste in back, merge, unite, eyedropper to pick that color. So that is good. Now if I select the black shape of the skull, I can find everything that we pasted inside the skull. Let's copy that, click here, select the yellow color of the skull, open the transparency, press Ctrl F. It is going to hide that area, and that is totally cool. So as you can see, this is how we create that on color shape. Let's see the magic here. Let's take a black rectangle, cut, paste in back. So as you can see, this is how our design is looking right now. Let's take a better look here. You can see the every graphic, the details, I can make them black and put the black yellow background for the bullet, but that is just too small area, the details will not be visible. So as you can see, this is how our graphic is looking right now, and if this is not a premium design, that not then nothing is a premium design. Okay, here is some small details, some problem I can see, I need to fix that. So for this area here, that is actually inside the skulls here, sorry, the guns vector group. So I need to isolate them just like this. Then when we are working with this kind of design, if I click here, I can select that part of the gun. Let's select it like that. Okay, maybe I can simply, did I make them a group together? I don't remember. So if I select this one, I can simply use my eraser tool here to erase that part from here, just like this. Don't worry about the details there because this is really a very small area to be visible, so that is good. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it is looking right now, and of course this is a really, I really like this design, to be honest. So my work is really worth the time. So this is the position right now. It's almost a 52-minute video. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. If you have any questions, guys, let me know about that. I will try to answer all of your questions. So thank you everyone. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, that's what helped me. So thank you everyone, see you in the next video guys, have a great time. Thank you.